Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we will be discussing about the new topic, that is cell structure and its function. So at the end of this unit you will be able to learn and acquire knowledge regarding the cell, its structure and its function. So before starting, I have a small request. Please watch this video till the end so that you can get all the concepts clearly understood. So without wasting time, let's start the today's class. Okay, so as today we are going to start with the new, that is cell. So first of all, we must know that what is the history of cell. How does this cell came into existence? यानी ये सेल जो है ना, ये सबसे पहले किसने देखा और कैसे देखा? So there was one English scientist. His name was Robert Hooke. He first observed the cell under the microscope when he took the slice of cork from the bark tree and he placed it under the microscope, and he found the small compartments which were mainly separated by the walls. So he saw the small compartments and he gave them the name as cell in the year of 1665. And later on, Robert Brown, he discovered the nucleus, followed by after the Robert Hooke's discovery of the cell. And later on, what happened is the cell theory came into existence. The cell theory was mainly proposed by the two scientists with the help, or we can say modification, by the Rudolf Virchow in 1855. The main postulates of this theory were: the first one was all the living organisms made of cell and their products. Second one was cell is the basic structural and fundamental unit of life. Third one was all the new cells arises from the division of the pre-existing cells. So this was all about the cell theory. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take the screenshot. Okay, now let's see about another thing, that is structural and organization of the cell. So what is the structure of cell? Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life, as you know. So there are mainly 75 trillion number of cells present in the human body. We can also say what is the diameter. The diameter of the cell is 2 to 120 micrometer. So this was all about the structure of cell. Next one is about the organization of the cell. Yeah, we can say composition of cell. The main three compositions of cell are cell or plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. We can say that nucleus is mainly separated from cytoplasm by nuclear membrane. Cytoplasm is mainly present outside the nucleus and inside the plasma membrane, and inside the cytoplasm one clear fluid is there, clear fluid is there. This one you can see. So this is known as cytosol, concentration of the cytoplasm, where all the cell organelles moves and they functions. Third one is about the cell membrane. This cell is surrounded with the cell membrane. The cell membrane is the barrier, or it makes the envelope of the cell. So these are the mainly major three components, or we can say compositions of the cell, that are cell membrane or plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Now let's see about the first thing, that is about the cytoplasm. What are the components of the cytoplasm? Understanding? So next one is composition of the cytoplasm. We will see. Okay, cytoplasm is mainly composed of, first one is water, that makes its 70 5 to 85%. Next one is ions, or we can say electrolytes. Third one is proteins. Proteins, they makes up about 10 to 20%. Fourth one is lipids, and they makes up about 2%. And last one is carbohydrates. They which makes about 1% of the total cell mass. Okay, so water, it makes up the 75 to 85% of the total cell mass. Ions, these are the electrolytes. So ions, mainly we can say magnesium, sodium, we can say this one sulfates, we can say bicarbonates. These are all calcium. These are all the electrolytes. Sorry, not electrons, electrolytes. So proteins, they makes up about 10 to 20%, and lipids mainly, they mainly contain phospholipids and cholesterol. Okay, lipids जो होता है ना, जो सेल के अंदर होता है, वो the composition of the lipids could be, it can be like we can say cholesterol, and we can say also this one cholesterol and phospholipids. Understanding? And next, last one is the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates mainly constitutes 1% of the total cell mass. So this was all about the composition of the cytoplasm. Okay, now let's see about the physical structure of the cell. The cell is mainly covered or enveloped by the cell membrane or plasma membrane. The thickness of the cell membrane, or we can say plasma membrane, in human cell is about 7.5 to 10 nanometer. So what are the composition of this plasma membrane? What it mainly constitutes, या we can say constituents of the plasma membrane. यानी plasma membrane जो है वो किस चीज का बना हुआ होता है? तो वो mainly 5 चीजों का बना हुआ होता है, ठीक है, या उसके अंदर 5 चीज होते हैं. First one is the proteins. Proteins mainly constitutes about the 55%. Next one is the phospholipids. Phospholipids about 25%. Third one is the cholesterol. Cholesterol comprises about the 13%, or we can say it takes about the 13% of the total plasma membrane. Other lipids are 4%, and last one is carbohydrates. So carbohydrates. So mainly in the plasma membranes, carbohydrates are present. So यहाँ पे और एक बात यहाँ पे मैं आपको कहना चाहता हूँ, वो ये है कि जो सेल्स होती है, आपको पता ही होगा, when cells join or they unite together, so they will form tissues. Understanding? तो जो सेल्स होती है, so वो कैसे आपस में जुड़ जाती है ताकि वो ग्रुप्स में आ जाए या वो टिश्यू बनाए, तो कैसे होता है? सो वो मेनली क्या होता है, जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट होता है ना, हमारे प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन जो होता है उसके सरफेस पे एक प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन का कोट होता है. यानी जब जो ये प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन है, इसके सरफेस पे एक कोट जो है ना, यहाँ पे एक कोटिंग है, तो उसको हम बोलते हैं, ठीक है ना, उसका हम बोलते हैं ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. उस कोटिंग को हम मेनली बोलते हैं ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. सो जो ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स होता है, ये एक कोटिंग होता है प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर, जो मेनली क्या करता है, जो दूसरे सेल्स जो होते हैं ना, उनको एक दूसरे के साथ मतलब कनेक्ट करता है. अंडरस्टैंडिंग, यानी अटैच करता है. सो वी कैन से, अगर इस सेल का जो ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स है, वी कैन से ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स एंड ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स अटैचमेंट. ओके, सो ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स और ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स अटैचमेंट के बाद कैसे क्या होता है, जो दूसरे सेल्स है ना, वो आपस में जुड़ जाती है. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द physical structure, or we can say concentration of the plasma membrane. यानी प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के अंदर क्या क्या होता है, ठीक है ना, वो सब मैंने अभी डिस्कस किया है. So this was all about the today's class, in which we have discussed all these things. So in the next class we will be starting with the cellular organization, that means the cell organelles. Okay, so तब तक के लिए इजाजत दीजिए. अल्लाह हाफिज. अस्सलामु अलैकुम. टेक केयर.